headlines. No cell phone towers around schools in Pune. Helmet compulsion made by police department. R.K. Lakshman passes at the age of 94. Weather conditions dry up dams. Recently, the Zilla Parishad ordered for removal of cell phone towers near school premises. The reason stated is to protect children from the exposure of harmful radiations emitted from these towers. Here is a closer look at the report.
Is the tower that connects now a tower that disconnects? Certain studies have shown radiations emitted from cell phone towers are harmful to the human body, which result in various health hazards related to the brain, acoustic neuroma tumors, increased blood pressure, and many more. Officials have raised concern as children have weaker and developing tissues, which make them more vulnerable to such hazards. Recently, a survey of such towers has been conducted by the Pune Zilla Parishad in order to bring them down. Last year, in March 2014, the State Urban Development Department introduced the cell phone tower policy, which prohibited base station antennas near schools, colleges, and hospitals. According to the Department of Telecommunications of India, there is a specific absorption rate in cell phones which must not exceed 1.6 watt per kg to avoid dangerous radiations. Abiding by the above policy, the ZP will be issuing notices to unofficial towers around the city and also those falling within a 50-meter radius of any school in Pune district.
Mobile towers in the city have grown with an increase in the number of cell phone users. I'm standing in a residential area and behind me there is a mobile tower. According to the Department of Telecommunication guidelines, mobile towers have to be at a distance of at least 100-meter radius from schools, as these radiations tend to affect children more. This is not the only school in Pune. There are several other schools being affected by this harmful wave. Though the direction of the ZP is quite commendable, it will be interesting to see how the administration implements it. With cameraman Hamid Kohistani, Adelphia, CMedu News, Pune.
Wearing helmets or headgears have strictly been implemented by the RTO once again in Pune. The main reasons being the protection of every individual in the city and to reduce the number of accidents of bike riders in Pune.
As per the Motor Vehicles Act of 1988, riding without a helmet is an offence, and the local traffic rule implementing body has the authority to impose fines on all citizens except those belonging to the Sikh community. This rule was enforced in November 2014 by the Supreme Court in every part of the country, but it was followed by few cities, including Pune. The RTO has approved IS 4151 helmets of conspicuous colors and recommends it to all riders in the city.
Wearing helmet is mandatory as per the Motor Vehicle Act. The cause is damage to the brain.
Squads are seen at various junctions stopping bikers without helmets and punishing them with a fine of 100 rupees as per the guidelines set by the RTO. There is an estimate that 67% of bikers out of 82% meet with accidents daily and are affected with major head injuries because of no helmets. There are many Punekars unaware of the dangers they face if they do not follow these precautionary measures.
हेल्मेट घातलं पाहिजे, त्यात काय प्रॉब्लेम नाही, त्यात काय दुमत नाही आहे, पण आमचं चुकतं आम्ही जे हेल्मेट घालत नाही. आमचा ड्राईव्ह जो आहे अगेन्स्ट नॉन हेल्मेट वेअरर्स तो डेफिनेटली बरोबर आहे, पण तरीसुद्धा आपल्याकडे अजून ते पाळलं जात नाही. ह्याचं कारण खरंच कळलं जात नाही. आता आमचं कसं होतं, आम्ही राहतो इथं हॉस्टेलला, त्यामुळे क्लोज डिस्टन्सला जनरली आम्ही हेल्मेट घालणं अवॉइड करतो. असं होतं.
हेलमेट पहनना बहुत अच्छा है, जरूरी है, क्योंकि हेलमेट पहनने से प्रदूषण से बहुत बचाव अच्छी तरह से होता है. दूसरी बात है, सिटी में चलने से जो छोटा मोटा मतलब गाड़ी के साथ भी चल जाते हैं, तो अगर कहीं धक्का लग गया तो एक्सीडेंट हो जाता है, तो कहीं हेड इंजरी हो गया तो उससे भी बच सकते हैं हम लोग. और बहुत सारी चीज़ें मतलब मेरे पर देखने से बहुत सारे लोगों ने भी हेलमेट पहनना चाहिए, बहुत ज़रूरी है. हेलमेट पहनना बहुत अच्छा है, सेहत के लिए बहुत अच्छा है.
I think it is a positive action taken by the government because it is the question of safety of people. So it is enforced for their good and it will surely bring some positive change in our traffic system.
हेलमेट पहनना चाहिए सब लोगों ने, कंपलसरी करना चाहिए कि जो एक्सीडेंट्स वगैरह होते हैं उससे कि अच्छा होता है कि जान बच सकती है। तो बच्चे को लेके साथ में जाते हैं, बच्चों छोटे छोटे बच्चे होते हैं साथ में, तो स्पेशली उन लोग ने तो हेलमेट पहनना ही चाहिए, फादर्स हो, मम्मी हो, जो कोई भी हो।
It has been more than a month that helmets have been made compulsory in Pune and strictly been enacted by the Pune police officials. Still, there are more than 200 people being caught each day for helmets. The Pune police are still trying their best, but will they achieve the required cooperation of Punekars? With cameraman Bhushan Kadam, Adelphia, CMedia News, Pune.
India's legendary humorist, cartoonist R.K. Lakshman passed away at the age of 94 on 26 Jan 2014 after battling for his life at the Dinanath Mangeshkar Hospital in Pune.
R.K. Lakshman was ill for quite a while. He was admitted in a hospital with chest-related ailments earlier this month. His condition worsened on Sunday, 25th Jan, where he was put on a ventilator where he suffered from multiple organ failure. He reportedly underwent a couple of strokes in 2010 as well. The most iconic common man character created a long-term legacy in India. His fearless art was a mirror to Indian politics and the Indian lifestyle. He was not only a cartoonist, but an author, a satirical socialist who also represented freedom of speech, a voice for the voiceless. The man with the perfect insight, sending the most crisp messages editorially through his beautiful pencil strokes.
Water levels in dams have dropped critically low in Maharashtra during the winter season. The considerable dip in these levels are increasing day by day, which may lead to acute water shortage in the coming months.
With water being the basic necessity of life, shortage of water can create great ruckus in human lives. This winter, the water in the dams has been minimized to a very low level. This is due to the extreme shortage of rainfall experienced during this year. According to government data in state dams, only 18% water remained against 32% in the same period last year.
वाढत्या लोकसंख्येनुसार या राष्ट्रीय संपत्तीच्या पाण्यातही वाढ आणि स्रोत झालेली आहे. वाढणारे उद्योग, वाढणारी लोकसंख्या याच्यामुळे जलसंपदा विभागाकडे दिवसेंदिवस पाण्याची वाढती मागणी होते आणि पाणी साठा मर्यादित असल्यामुळे सिंचनाचा पाणी साठा कमी प्रमाणात होत आहे.
A major drinking water source and main contributor to electricity generation, the Koyana Dam in Satara has reached its lowest level. It now has only 8% water as against 60% in 2013. The case of other dams too has been in serious losses. Bhatsa from Thane with only 27% water in stock against 54% in 2013. Vitarna from Nasik with 22% against 47% last year. Modak Sagar, the dam at Mumbai, has only 44% stock against 62% last year. Tansa, another dam in Mumbai, pulled in just 8% stock as against 68% last year. Water in other dams such as Mulchi and Ghodh from Pune, Wagad from Nasik, Jayakwadi from Aurangabad and Majalgaon touched rock bottom. The state has received extremely scanty rainfall during the past few months, causing serious shortage of water stock in most of the state dams. The situation continues to worsen with each passing day and with the continuous consumption of water by the state.
That's all for today's news. Thank you.